All right, so this is RetroPitches. We're here to Game On, and we're here for a fun, friendly competition where RetroPGF applicants present their projects and participants rank each other's pitches. So these public goods games give public goods creators, a great opportunity to promote their RetroPGF grants and also provide citizens with an easy way to learn about exciting projects in the Optimism Collective. This is the first season, and this is kind of the grand finale of the first season. There's a third one. We've hosted two over the past couple weeks, and the way it's going to work is that each participant will get up to 5 minutes to pitch the grant. We'll put up a timer up in the corner of Rosemary's screen. And then when the timer ends, there'll be a little sound that goes off to let you know that the 5 minutes is up. I'll also jump in to make sure that nobody goes over time if you're going over 5 minutes. We just played the respect game too. So if anybody wants to learn more about that, is at optimismfractal.com. And that's a really exciting game for public goods creators as well to earn respect and earn awards and so forth and network with great creators. But right now, we're going to play RetroPitches. And if you want to learn more about RetroPitches, we have a website, optimistics.io/retropitches. There's actually a blog article. I hear somebody coughing too. So if you could please mute, I appreciate that as well. And welcome everybody who's joining, by the way. If you want to see the previous RetroPitch videos, this is what we're going to do for this video as well. For this meeting as well, we're going to publish a video. So for example, last week we heard applications or project public goods creators who have applications for DeepDAO, EVM Finance, and Giveth, who presented at last week's RetroPitch games. You can watch the video here as well and learn more. We're going to be putting this out on YouTube as well as on Discord and Twitter and so forth to help spread the word and raise awareness for everybody's pitches here. Really excited to hear from everybody's pitches. There's also another one, the first episode where we heard from the Optimists and the Optimistics. The Optimistics, by the way, are the team who's hosting this event. It's myself, Rosemary, and there's two developers on the team, Vlad and Das, and we have an application for RetroPGF as well that we greatly appreciate the support of everybody, and I'll share a bit more about that later. And you can also see the full videos from Optimism Fractal where you can learn more here too. This is at optimistics.io/RetroPitches. We put out a tweet today, so the public goods creators who are going to be participating today are BasePaint, Copen.io, EIP Fun, InBest Program, LXDAO, MyFirstLayerTwo, Yoki Finance, and I believe we'll also hear from Krzysztof from L2Beat, and I think there's one other person, Pavel from Pitch.
Pavel from PinSafe.
PinSafe, yes. Okay, great. Well, thank you very much, Rosemary. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing from all of the public goods creators today. As I said before, each public goods creator will get about 5 minutes to share, or up to 5 minutes rather, to share their pitches. We welcome you to share your screen too, or if you want me to share your screen for you, then I'm happy to do so. Just make sure to share some links with us if you do want to, but we're making it visual so people can watch and learn. So if you want to share your screen and show what you're doing, then that's very welcome to do. And yeah, also, if you're interested too, we have another article in the RetroPitches where you can explore the history and the future of RetroPitch as well. There's a lot more details here. We've been pioneering these games for the past 6 months or past year or so, and we have lots of exciting future plans. In the future, we plan to also make it so that it's an on-chain game as well, so people can use attestations on the chain, perhaps the respect scores from Optimism Fractal and so forth, to also vote. Right now, it's just kind of for fun. We're just kind of testing out this Web2 app called Slido, where everybody can vote for the pitches that they think are the best. And we have a few different categories too. So I'm going to share right now a little bit about how the game actually works and how the voting actually works. By the way, I mentioned Optimism Fractal. You can go to optimismfractal.com and loom.ma/Optimism Fractal to join our events every Monday at 17 UTC. Even though this is the last RetroPitch game, we host these events every Monday at 17 UTC for an hour. And it's also a great opportunity to promote your work and so forth. And I think it'll be really helpful for the next season of RetroPGF as well. But we'll share more details about that. The way the game's going to work, basically, it's a pretty simple game. Right now, we have a poll that Rosemary will share in the Zoom chat. I encourage everybody to open that once she shares it. She just shared it now, so you can open it up, and then you'll see this screen. And the way it works, there's 7 different polls on this. It's actually a survey. And so if you could just write your name here first, just to let everybody know who you are. And then we have 4 different questions. So first we're asking which pitch was most helpful, and then we're asking which pitch was most heartwarming, and then we're asking which pitch was most exciting, and which pitch was most fun. And the way it works is you can just drag and drop whichever whichever pitches you thought were most impactful or most helpful, or whatever the category may be. And you can do this throughout the meeting too. So say, for example, if, I don't know, say if EIP Fun goes first and then Yoki Finance goes second, and you preferred Yoki Finance to the first one, then you can move them up to top. This is just an example. But throughout the meeting, basically, you can drag and drop and just rank them. It's all in good fun too. We're here to promote public goods creators, and we're also here to help public goods creators share pitches that will communicate their benefits with the world better. So if you can make it exciting, if you can make it fun, and also explain your benefits that you're providing and the impacts you're providing, then that would be much appreciated. And it's also a great way to promote your work. So both the badge holders in Optimism, as well as everybody else in the world, can watch these videos and learn about all the great things that you're doing and all the great things that are happening in the Optimism ecosystem. Lastly, there's also 2 polls for just how you feeling. If you wanted to share, like if you're loving it, you're having a good time, we'd appreciate if you share some feedback. And then there's a little place where you can write a comment too. So if you want to say like having fun or great meeting or any feedback about how we can improve anything like that, then we appreciate it. And then at the end of the game, we're going to try to end it around 17 or 18:45, which is about 40 minutes from now. Because we have so many presenters, we might go a bit longer, but we'll try to be respectful of everybody's time and wrap it up by the end of the hour. If anybody has to go at any point, then feel free, of course, too. But by the end of the game, hit the send button, and then what it'll do is it'll show the live results over here, and you'll be able to see who won the game, for who got the most exciting, fun, and heartwarming pitches and so forth. And we'll see all the results and everything like that. So that's basically how it works. Once again, this is RetroPitches, and you can learn more at optimistics.io/RetroPitches. And you can also learn more about the work that we do with Optimism Fractal and the Optimistics at optimistics.io in general. We have a lot of great work, and also I'd very much appreciate for any badge holders out there. Our team would very much appreciate if you could support Optimistics on RetroPitches as well, or Optimistics on RetroPGF as well. And with that, we will jump into the RetroPitches games. If anybody has any quick questions or anything like that, feel free to raise your hands. Thank you, Mike, for the heart, and welcome also Vlad and Hidiath and everybody else who joined. Really appreciate you all being here, and I hope that everybody will have a wonderful time. And I hope that everybody who's watching too is also really enjoying your day. And I'm very excited to see all the public goods creators and all the RetroPGF applicants. Thanks, Hidiath, and Mike and Chloe and Winter for the claps and hearts and everything like that. Really appreciate it. Really warms my heart. Love to see it. And I suppose with that, we can get into it. So first off, if anybody has any questions about how it works, feel free to jump in. If not, if anybody would like to volunteer to go first, then feel free to raise your hand, or feel free to share your thoughts right now.
Hey, I could go first. Maybe that opens the door to all the creators to, go first. Let's do it.
Sounds good. Thanks, Alberto. By the way, too, if anybody wants to go next, perhaps just to be more efficient, if anybody could just write in the chat who wants to go next, then we can maybe go in order of who shares next. But then anyway, yeah, Alberto, it's on you. So you have 5 minutes to share what you've been doing with InBest. And if you'd like to share your screen, then feel free to do so. Or if you'd like me to, if you'd like to share any links that I can present, then I'm happy to do so as well.
Yeah, I'll share my screen. Okay. Am I allowed to do that right now?
Yes, you have permission to do so.
Okay. Okay, so here we are, guys. I'd love to present to you InBest program. What are we? We are a free community. We focus on Spanish content, and I will show you right now. Yesterday, I wanted to make a presentation, but I decided I will show the live websites, our live channel, so you can see like the exact everything that's going on. Okay, I know I have 5 minutes, but before I start, I want to take a chance to shout out to, well, the organizers of this event, because they're taking the time not to just shield their project, but to create this, and also to the badge holders, because we all know it's a hard, process, and all you need to do is just hop into the Discord channel, the one that's open, and you will see everything that's going on. A lot of people also hating on each other, and what we like to see is this, what these guys are building here, this kind of community where we all collaborate with each other. Okay, we've been generating impact for almost a year now by onboarding users, explaining the technology on a very easy to understand way. That's a Spanish-speaking audiences, might be Europe, might be Latin America or Central America. And I'm glad to have this opportunity, because I think we kind of messed up in our application, because then when we saw others applicants, all they included and everything, so I was like, whoa, I should have included way more, because we have been generating a lot of impact. But being our first time, it's kind of a learning curve. Okay, so the entry barrier is currently very high, and even more in Spanish, because there's well, reduce amount of content and also quality content out there. So that's where we wanted to engage. That's where InBest came out. There wasn't many channels explaining what's the Bedrock update, what's the super chain, what is the OP stack, okay, what is the governance, how to vote, how to use Agora, and all those kind of things. And we don't just create content, but we've been having engagement. And I want to show you, like when we started the channel about a year ago, well, this is like my first video that I don't even like watching, you know, because it's ugly. But you can see it's over a year ago and only had 8 likes. And that's the part where we have to keep pushing, keep creating up until now, where we're starting to see some feedback, right? We are 2.3 subscribers, we have a bunch of videos, and we've been helping communities. We've been helping Arbitrum, we've been helping Optimism because we love layer 2s. And I'm going to show you all the videos we have. This is long format content, okay? It's not short content where we have not only views, but also questions, people asking about everything. For example, we've covered things to onboard users like campaigns, okay? But we've also covered things like Bedrock updates and the last news, grants, how to donate. We also cover what is a Gitcoin passport, what is a grant. We have videos, tutorials about all of these. We have videos on all the layers or the rollups, I should say, that are leveraging the OP stack technology. For example, we talked about the bank, how it uses the OP stack on its current testnet, right? We have one about the super chain. What is the super chain, right? With Binance, with the OPBNB, Coinbase, with Base, all the chains. This was about 3 months ago, and it had way more engagement, right? 73 likes, and also a bunch of questions in the chat and engagement overall, right? We have a video also explaining Manta Pacific and how it leverages the OP stack, data availability. We have what is a node and even how to run a node. You know, we also have a tutorial on what is Base and how to use the bridge. And these are all long format contents about Optimism chain that have been helping people to use the chain, because we need people not to only know about it, but to understand the technology behind it, to feel safe and to move around well safely. This one speaks about modularity. We have what is a layer 2, what is a blockchain, what is a wallet, all the basic stuff as well. This one is how to get OP tokens and how to delegate using Agora for the governance. Here we cover the airdrop, right? That was using the criteria, the people who delegated. And we also leverage all the content we do in Twitter, okay? But I wanna like show you a bunch of Twitter links where we've been promoting our content. We've been also doing threads, okay? We also use the bank. In the bank, we promote our content and we build threads as well here. For example, here our audience, it's like more crypto people, right? So we can do a thread on what is, for example, the super chain, and the people is going to understand. But if I go post this on Instagram and TikTok that I wanted to mention, we also have Instagram accounts and TikTok accounts, because our main goal is to onboard the new users that are going to come in the next months, right? And those users, a lot of them are on TikTok and are on Instagram. So you can see we have a profile where we've been covering all these as a short format content. Is my time over now?
Yes, that's it, Alberto. If you'd like to just wrap it up in the next 10 seconds or so, then feel free to any last thought.
Okay, so I'll leave the links. We basically have a lot of content in different platforms. You can see we have, for example, on TikTok, we have a lot of views, Superchain, you can see a lot of OP optimism content, and we have a free community in Telegram where we help each other. And I'll leave this link right here where you can see everything. And here's the RetroPGF application. We currently have 10 votes and we need just 7 more to meet the quorum, and we'd love your help. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Alberto. Great presentation. Great to see what you're building with InBest. Really appreciate all your work helping spread optimism, and really awesome to see. So thanks so much. We can go on to the next person now in order just to be efficient with our time. I see lots of claps and lots of hearts too. So lots of people being supportive of Alberto's work, and for good reason, lots of hearts. The next person who raised their hand, I believe, is Winter.eth, who I believe is building with BasePaint too. So if you'd like to go next, Winter, then feel free to hop on. And also, if you want to share your screen or sharing links, already sharing. And also, by the way, Alberto, if you want to share those links, in the Zoom chat, then feel free. And also, we'll share the Optimism Fractal Discord too. I encourage everybody to join the Optimism Fractal Discord. We have these weekly meetings every week, and it's a great place to share your work. So if you want to also share your work there as well, then we'd be happy to see you share your links there too, and we'll share the link there. So thanks again, Alberto, and on to you, Winter, with BasePaint.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thanks for the opportunity to present. I'm here to talk about BasePaint. I'll try to be very quick. So my name is Winter, and my co-founder in this is Zach. Both of us spent about 20 years in tech, me coding things, Zach designing things. And what unites us is that both of us really, really love crypto. We think it's very elegant, it's really nice, it's very clever, and it's very impactful. But we are very sad that most crypto applications we see all over the place is about trading, which is in the end is a zero-sum game. We believe in making net good Web3 experiences that are about collaboration, interaction, and goods creation. So our project BasePaint is about that. I have a live demo here, and it's live. So essentially what BasePaint is this shared canvas where a bunch of people can draw together, put pixels on the screen, and then save them. And then you can see some cursors running around the screen. It's people live, painting something, and you will see what they're painting once they save their changes. This is going on for only 24 hours. So every day, new canvas is created. They paint for 24 hours, and then it goes on sale. So this is the last day's canvas that the artist has drawn, and it's on sale as an open edition for only about $5. And anyone can mint it, but only within this 24 hours. The funds that are raised through this process are spread between all the artists who have participated in this artwork. So we're basically just giving away the money from the raise to the artists. And it creates this reinforcement loop where people draw nice things, raise money, and have money to draw even more things. We also have voting, so people can suggest new themes, vote for themes, things like that. We also have gallery. You can check out more than 117 artworks completed to date. Every day since August 8th, I think, we've been doing one canvas a day. And you could also explore how the canvas was created. So you can see, throughout the day, people paint these things. It's really been fun. I'm really addicted. I check this out every day, every morning. I check out what's new on the canvas. And it's just a nice, wholesome, profitable app that we've built. So just skip into some numbers. We have 117 canvases built so far. We raised more than 190 ETH for 2,000 artists throughout this time, and it just keeps going. We have success stories where artists from all over the world, got life-changing money essentially from their artwork. And what's funny is that it all happens during crypto winter, where the typical sentiment is very anti-crypto and very cold. So we're very, very proud of this. We have 15,000 unique owners of BasePaint artwork. We're pretty much the top collection on OpenSea in terms of owners and trading and just general awareness. We ended up being included in many ratings of top apps, and it's funny because most other top apps are about trading coins, and we were the only one that is wholesome, creative sort of app. I wanted to quickly share some things that I can't include in the application for the Optimism, because these numbers are not public or easily dashboardable. First of all, I want to show that people from all over the world participate in BasePaint every day, and it's fascinating to see the canvas being alive 24 hours, right? Like we go to sleep, Indonesia wakes up, and then they paint and stuff like that. So it's really, really fun. What's also cool is that community has built on top. We've seen BasePaint on top of New York Times Square. We have people building bots and things for it. We have companies who are doing prints and other merch. We have competitors who are popping up and using the similar idea to create similar apps. But I guess one thing that I have really hard time explaining in numbers is just the amount of mindshare BasePaint has occupied. And I think that is very wholesome. And I really love the sort of that space that BasePaint occupies. You can see it's compared to LXDAO oftentimes. The creator of Firecaster compares it on the same level of interest and excitement as Firecaster apps, which is huge to me. We've done a bunch of collaborations with Nouns, and this thing actually stands out to me where like somebody was able to explain Web3 to their wife, and with BasePaint, right? To me, this is the quintessence of what Web3 is to me, and we are very happy that BasePaint is this vehicle we can share this excitement and this sort of product with other people. Anyways, so check out BasePaint, go paint some pixels, and yeah, thanks for your support. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And thank you so much, Winter. Thank you so much for joining us here at the RetroPGF Pitch Games and presenting your work with BasePaint and all the awesome work you've been doing with BasePaint lately. It's super cool to see art on chain and all the innovations you're bringing. So I love that. Also, one thing I wanted to mention too, just real quick, for anybody who's not familiar with Optimism, because I know that we produce these videos separately, go check out optimism.io. There's a new competition where we love the art, where people can earn OP by making art on chain. And also, I recommend learning about RetroPGF too. The next season's coming up, and it's a great way to get funded for creating public goods like InBest and like BasePaint and all the other great presenters here. But super cool to see all the stuff that you're doing, Winter, and really appreciate you sharing. And then, yeah, if you want to go ahead and share your links to both the BasePaint, and then also I know InBest, you shared the link tree as well in chat, and there's lots of cool comments in the chat too, so appreciate all the enthusiasm. If anyone wants to share more links like to their, yep, I see Abraham just shared the We Love the Art competition in the chat. If anyone wants to share links directly to their RetroPGF application or anything else like that to help people better understand, then feel free. But otherwise, thanks again, Winter, so much. And I suppose that we can go on to the next presenter sharing their RetroPGF application. And I think the next one is Chloe from EIP Fun. So Chloe, are you ready to share about your work with EIP Fun?
Yes. So just let me share my screen.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Sounds good.
All right. Can you guys see my screen right now?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay. So thanks. First of all, thanks for having me, and also shout out to organizing such RetroPitches event for us to show off our project. And I'm Chloe. I'm a co-contributor to EIP Fun. And so today, let's dive into like what is EIP Fun actually. So for us, EIP Fun aims to serve as the layer 2 of EIPs and ERCs, which want to build a highway in the Ethereum ecosystem connecting different communities, including authors, editors, developers, startups, and technical writers and investors within the ecosystem. Our mission is to serve EIP and ERC builders and to scale the Ethereum ecosystem as general. And what we think that EIP and ERCs are more than just standards. They're actually connecting the whole ecosystem among the foundations, the blockchain, the developers, author, editors, and also different contributors in the ecosystem. But the problem right now is that the connections are weak. One of the main reasons is that the current official website, eips.ethereum.org, cannot include other relevant information rather than the standards. There are actually many more resources within the ecosystem. For example, the renowned projects based on specific EIP or ERCs and suggested articles and videos, and also other comments, discussions, and donations. And all this kind of resources cannot be included in the current official website. And then we have seen that the information are actually very fragmented and spread out across the website, the Fellowship of Ethereum Magicians, the Ethereum Research website, and also YouTube and different blogs and Substack platform. So it's actually very inaccessible for different parties and also learners to have a whole view of what is going on within the ecosystem. And that leads to little or not enough communication among different communities within the ecosystem, because there doesn't exist an aggregate platform for a whole list of information and discussion for builders and also different parties within the ecosystem to discuss, communicate, connect, and build together within the Ethereum Ethereum community. And that's why that's what EIP wants to solve. We want to make the connection stronger and easier through a powerful website, our weekly newsletters, which covers all about EIP ERC updates, and also a strong community. Currently, we have 170 members in our Telegram groups. So let's check, let's dive into how we actually solve the problem through our solutions. So the first thing we propose is a extended version, a powerful website which has a more advanced EIP and ERC search features, and also aggregation of high quality relevant projects. For example, let me show you our official website here. So here you can see that we can search specific EIP or ERC by number of word, or actually they're also like hotbar, like show the popular ones and latest one. For example, if I click the ERC 6551, you can see there's an aggregate information which aggregates the official information on the EIP.ethereum.org, and also a quick 1-minute read abstract for a learner, for readers to read. And on the right hand side, you can see the project that adopted this specific EIP ERC will also show here. And on bottom, you can see there's videos related to this specific ERC. And at the end, there's also further readings and blogs regarding this standard. So it's actually more powerful website that aggregates or holistic information about a specific standard, which is more informative and also easier for people to check it out. And the second part is about our EIP Fun newsletter. Currently, we have already 24 editions newsletter to help everyone to stay updated with the community.
By the way,
so
Chloe, that's 5 minutes. So if you could wrap it up in the next like 15 seconds or so.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
So and the third part is actually what I mentioned, our Telegram group. We have organized interactive study group, and also provide EIP authors with meaningful advice and connection within in the community. And we are actually fully open source and community driven project. So yeah, and EIP Fun is developed and supported by LXDAO and PlankerDAO, and I think LXDAO is gonna also present in a short minute. And yeah, that's what we have built. And thanks for listening.
All right. Thank you very much, Chloe, for presenting your work with EIP Fun. Super awesome to see all your work and very fun. I love all the great stuff you're doing with EIP for the Optimum Collective. And I see lots of claps around too. So thanks all for the support. I suppose to keep it moving along, we could pass it on. As she mentioned, LXDAO is presenting next and works with EIP Fun. So I believe that Mike is here from LXDAO. Mike, would you like to share about LXDAO with us now?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Dan, can you see my screen?
Yep, we can see it now.
Okay, cool. Okay, GM citizen, house battery holders, and then everyone in the room. So I'm Mike from LXDAO, a core contributor in the LXDAO. Okay, let's dive into what LXDAO does actually. So firstly, our story began with meme NFT. Probably you see some Chinese on the slides. Actually, it's called the NFT is called GCLX. It means conscience made in China. So actually, what is conscience? Actually, conscience is a long-standing Chinese traditional meme with a history spanning probably thousands of years. Up to date, it's still impacting the whole Asian world. So, but also since we are developers and builders, so we are motivated by impactful public goods around 1.5 years ago. So we involved the NFT community into a DAO. It's called LXDAO. So this is how our journey started. So in short, actually, what LX means, it means basically conscience and integrity, meaning actually we value a lot on the being kind and be honest. Yeah, this is our core value. And so how about the impact we've made in this ecosystem? So first and foremost, we are a community with developers. So we have more than 12K followers, 3K members, and more than 200 deeply engaged members. And also we have 46 builders with voting power. This is actually the how the community is composed with. And secondly, we made some impact by building public goods projects. Actually, we have built up to 14 projects, including Donate3. Actually, the multi-chain donation tool, and also like fair sharing, a fresh new collaboration tool to record your contribution and allocate rewards based on the contribution proportion. And also we have my first series, just like the MyFirstLayerTwo will be the next to be presented probably. It's a fun education product regarding the layer 2 knowledge. And also we have a MyFirstNFT product as well. And we also built the Image3, a dev tool for developers to easily upload images to IPFS, etc. And we also contributed in the Star ecosystem. So this is the product we built. And thirdly, actually, we also made some impact by hosting activities, including online sharings regarding public goods and layer 2s. For example, for the Twitter Spaces, actually, we have hosted more than 10 spaces this year, and we have more than 3,000 listeners. And one thing worth mentioning actually is we translated one public goods article. It's called "Why Public Goods Are Good." It's from Vitalik, and has generated over 100K views. And we also hosted a hacker house. So for example, we hosted one hacker house in Dali, China this year, and more than 20 developers registered. They gathered together and built up to 7 small public goods. And the most romantic part is that actually 2 pairs of people fall in love because of the event. This is super fun actually. And lastly, actually, we also hosted the offline event. Like last weekend, we did a Dev Connect sharing in Beijing and Shanghai, and the turnouts are more than 40 developers. Okay, yeah, actually, this is actually LXDAO. We are building the ecosystem, and also we are deeply collaborating with the ecosystem. Not just we build it independently. We build together with even Filecoin or Master Network and so on. And okay, let's wrap it up. So why do we apply for the OP Collective grant? Because our core value is aligned with the OP Collective a lot, like the conscience and integrity. And also we made a lot of impact by running a big community. And also we hosted tons of events, both online and offline. We generated articles on public goods as well. And also we built more than 14 public goods products. So by the way, it's important to know that traditional bases are primarily profit-driven rather than ecosystem-driven. So the grant from the Optimism ecosystem is essential for us to build more public goods in a more sustainable manner. Yeah, so that's all about LXDAO. Thanks.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike. Awesome to learn about LXDAO and all the great work you're doing in Optimism. I see Marcus also shared a link to LXDAO.io, an R&D focused DAO in Web3. So thanks so much for sharing all your work with LXDAO, and really, really looking forward to seeing what all of the public goods creators will continue to do for the Optimism Collective in the coming weeks and months, as well as what they've done so far. I suppose we can pass it on now. I believe the next person who volunteered with a RetroPGF application to go next is MyFirstLayerTwo, and that was Logic who shared that message. Logic, are you ready to share a bit about MyFirstLayerTwo with us?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna start now. Hello everyone, my name's Logic for MyFirstLayerTwo, and today I'm excited to talk about our project, MyFirstLayerTwo. Our goal is simple: to teach Layer 2 knowledge to Web3 users in easiest way possible using text, pictures, animations, and interactive content. Let's dive into how we are making this possible. At MyFirstLayerTwo, we offer a unique learning experience as you can see, our tutorials combine detailed text with engaging images, animations, and interactions. Take a look at the impossible triangle from our website screenshot. It's an interactive tool that demonstrates a key concept in blockchain technology, the balance between decentralization, security, and scalability. Just with a simple drag, users can see why perfecting all three is a challenge. This visual hands-on approach makes learning stick, and it's exactly what MyFirstLayerTwo brings to blockchain education. And from our optimistic rollup section on MyFirstLayerTwo, the dynamic graph illustrates how transactions are processed with trust and efficiency. Moving to combination of our learning journey with MyFirstLayerTwo, we've got something special. Upon completion of the Layer 2 course, participants have the opportunity to mint their own unique diploma NFT. And now let's talk about the potential impacts of MyFirstLayerTwo. And yeah, so the impact metrics here, Web3 is expanding rapidly, and Layer 2 knowledge is key. MyFirstLayerTwo is meeting these needs head on. Recently, we've welcomed like 415 learners with 65 completing our course just last month. Now equipped for real-world challenges. Plus, our community is thriving with over 700 Twitter followers, and yes, that's cool for our project. Our vision in the coming months, our journey continues as we delve into the world of OP Stack. We plan to expand MyFirstLayerTwo with a new module focused on optimism technology. Imagine learning how to deploy contracts on Optimism directly through our platform. This expansion not only enhances our courses offerings, but also aligns with our vision to simplify and demystify the world of Layer 2 technologies. We are excited about this new chapter and invite you to join us in this journey. Your support and feedback are very invaluable in shaping the future of blockchain education. And I'm gonna show my website here, and that's exactly our website, and you can start it like forwards, and we will talk about the history here, and there's something deep like theory of Layer 2, and yeah, so we cover all of Layer 2 technology here, and yeah, that's all of my page. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Logic. Awesome. Once again, I'm getting really excited watching all of these public goods and optimism and learning so much. So really appreciate it. I see lots of claps and support all around as well. I think I'll keep moving along too, because we're on a bit of a tight schedule. I'm going to go ahead and just share my screen real quick just to give people a little update on where we're at right now. And then I'll pass it over to Kopin, I believe Kopin or Kopin, for the next presentation. And if anybody would like to go next, currently there's not somebody scheduled to go next, or somebody who hasn't volunteered to go next in the order. So feel free, if you'd like to, if you have a RetroPGF application you want to go after, to let us know in the Zoom chat. So far, we've heard from BasePaint, EIP Fun, InBest Program, LXDAO, and MyFirstLayerTwo. And I think we're still going to hear from Yoki Finance and Kopin and L2 Beat. And also we'll share a bit more about Optimistics too towards the end, I think. And also as a reminder too, this poll is open too. So far there's been 2 people who have voted in this poll. Rosemary just shared another link as well. And I see Krzysztof from L2 Beat raise his hand too. So Krzysztof will be going after Kopin. And remember, throughout the whole show, you can go and order whoever you think is sharing the most impactful and helpful pitches and so forth, and reorder them. If you do submit your result, you can always hit unsend as well, or if you go back down to the bottom, then you can change your votes as well, and then we can see the live results. So far, it looks like LXDAO is in the lead for most impactful, but there's only 2 votes, so it can be very easily swayed at this point. And EIP Fun is in the most heartwarming, LXDAO again in the most exciting, and LXDAO is in the lead right now, so whoever's voting is really like an LXDAO. They did some great stuff, but I encourage everybody to vote more if you'd like to see. And once again, if you're curious about any of this, optimistics.io/retropitches, where you can learn more. This will be where the videos are posted now too. But anyway, we'll share more about that later. And for now, we will pass it on to the next presenter, who I believe it's about Copen. I don't remember the name of the person who's presenting. Are you ready to go, Nam?
Hello.
Nam Tran.
Hello.
Yes. Hey.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, hi. How are you?
Doing very well.
Let me
How are you?
Yeah, let me share my screen.
All right, sounds great. Looking forward to it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let's start it. Hello, everyone. My name is Nam. I'm co-founder at Coping.io. Coping is an on-chain data analytics solution designed for paper-to-desk protocol. It allows users to explore, analyze, copy trading, and more use case using on-chain trader data source from paper-to-desk, such as Quanta, polynomial, synthetic, and more. And today, I'm very excited to share with you all about the coping process. Okay. Okay, yeah, in the recent year, paper-to-desk has developed rapidly, with market cap exceeding $2 billion. However, paper-to-trading is monopolized by centralized chain, with decentralized chain accounting for only 3% of the total trading volume. And several standout projects within the paper-to-desk ecosystem have seen substantial growth, which suggests the synthetic protocol built on layer 2 Optimism GMIT on Arbitrum devices, and along with other 50 other paper-to-desk platforms in the market. This diversity has positivity and met a significant demand for paper trading, and it has also led to substantial fragmentation in the market data. Each product built on different chain create accessibility barrier for user, and Coping recognize the potential growth of the paper-to-desk landscape in the DeFi and crypto market, as well as the data fragmentation issue across that platform. Coping aims to contribute as a piece in the paper-to-desk ecosystem and focus on collecting and processing on-chain data, listening to trader across on paper-to-desk platform like synthetic, leveraging this on-chain data open door for create various practical use case on Coping through API like backtesting, copy trading, trading competition, social file, and the user can use API to create trading bot, alert system, or use API to create to integrate AI integration. Okay, and we are started in April 2023. Coping has launched private beta version, and it has made positive within synthetic and optimism. And our contribution we provide an additional product within Optimism ecosystem, adding value for user and the trader community of the synthetic protocol in analyzing on-chain backward to a trader behavior, transaction history. Yeah, they can track on a performance trader on the history. Yeah, and on the transaction, you can check. You can check on Optimist. Yeah. And I think it's a comprehensive visualize insight regarding trader on Quanta or polynomial. Yeah. And Cobin contribute a potential narrative to the Optimist ecosystem previously decentralized copy trading. If you find this trader is good, you can start to copy the trader. Yeah, you need to log in and copy this trader. Specific contribute include feature like filter for easy discovery of the top trader on Quanta.
No, that's 5
trader
minutes.
profile. Yeah,
No,
okay, cool.
That's 5 minutes. Could you wrap it up in the next 10, 15 seconds?
Yeah, yes. Okay. Okay, I want to share about the impact. Coping just launched 3 months ago, and we have total volume on near $10 million, and we today we have total copier more than 500 copier, and I think it's our impact and potential according to the Optimist ecosystem. Okay. Okay, cool. It's I think it's that all. Thank you, and for your listening.
All right. Thank you very much, Nam. Fascinating to learn about Copen and applause, and really appreciate you sharing with us and all the public goods you're creating. Feel free, of course, to share the link in the chat to your website and your application or anything else you might think is helpful for the audience to learn about. And also, by the way, we'll publish in the show notes for this. We'll publish everybody's RetroPGF grants as well as the websites too. So feel free to share. And if you could end your screen share now, Nam, so we could pass it on to Krzysztof, speaking about L2Beat. Also, there was 2 more people who said that they wanted to present, but I don't think that they're here now. So I think if anybody else wanted to go after Krzysztof and share their RetroPGF application, then please let us know. But otherwise, Krzysztof will go, and then we'll start to wrap it up. We'll share a little bit of Optimistics as well, and then we'll share the game scores. And once again, a reminder, if you haven't yet voted in the polls, you can do that as you're doing it. But anyway, I'll pass it over to Krzysztof now. And thanks once again, Nam.
Yeah, thank you.
Excuse me, Dan, I believe I have to reset my Zoom in order to be able to show the screen. Can you wait for me just 1 second?
Yep, sure, no problem. In the meantime, I suppose maybe I'll share a little bit about the event and Optimistics, and maybe we'll also see what the scores are at too, if there's been any change in the scores. So once again, people can go to the Slido poll over here. And it looks like there's been 6 people who have voted so far. And once again, reminder, you can always move it and change your vote as it goes along too. And right now we still have LXDAO in the lead for most impactful. And it looks like there's a lot of voters for LXDAO. I know that there are 3 people though who are associated with LXDAO, so there might be a little bit of bias there, but we'll see. I see Krzysztof's coming back now too, so we'll admit Krzysztof back and he'll get into presenting. And also, it looks like everybody's enjoying the event too. So far, most of the people are having hearts in their eyes and loving it. And we've also gotten some great feedback too. Nice, cool, loving the ambience, super fun, interactive event. Great. So very cool. I see Krzysztof's back now, and so I think Krzysztof should be able to share his screen.
Yeah, sorry about it. Like, every once and then Zoom requires me to basically go over again.
Okay, no problem.
I hope you can see my screen right now.
Yes, we can.
Okay, let me just put the timer on. Okay, so hello everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having me. I would like you to learn about L2Beat. For those of you that don't know L2Beat, This is the place on the internet when you can learn about different L2s and where are you actually putting your money in. So if you go to l2bit.com, first thing you will see is this comparison of those different L2s, and you can see how Optimism Mainnet is doing compared to other L2s. You can, of course, like we started with just a few, but we've got already more than 30 different L2s. So you can, of course, filter them. So, for example, you can just look into OP stack rollups, or you can just look into ZK rollups, and so on and so on. But of course, like the comparison of the TVL is just the tip of the iceberg. The actual interesting thing that's happening on our website is here in this risk analysis. So some projects call it like L2bit pizza, and we know for a fact that for some projects it is a goal for them to actually make it to the green pizza on L2bit, because that means that the rollup is maybe not safe, but at least the most mature. We actually have this maturity also at our ranking. It's called stages. It comes from the Vitalik's rollup stages definition. We worked for it for like half a year at least, and we finally have it on our website. And if you go into the details of the project, you can see a lot of information about this particular project, with the milestone, with important, with those stages, and what is missing in any particular project for it to become the next stage. So for example, if you go to Optimism, we can see that there are 3 issues that need to be still fixed before we can say that it's a stage 1 rollup. Apart from that, we have all those different claims actually verified with links to the specific parts in the code, so that you can check for yourself that we actually did check all of it. And we've got links to all the important permissioned addresses in the for a given rollup. But that's not all. Some of the things that we recently introduced is, for example, the more sophisticated breakdown of the value locked in a given rollup. Like total value locked is a very mysterious metric altogether, but here you can check how do we actually calculate this value lock. We separated into 3 different categories: natively minted value, externally bridged value, and canonically bridged value. So you can see how does this TVL at a given rollup, what is it composed of? Of course, we also track activity on any given L2. But something that we also added recently is liveness. You can see actually how often do those rollups post the data to L1, and if there are any anomalies in those rollup posting data. So we can actually see how those L2s, how those rollups work. But is that all? Of course not, because all the data that you can see on this website is not just the data that we, somehow gathered, like those smart contracts addresses and those delays that are mentioned for upgradability. This is actually taken from the on-chain data, and we are monitoring this data to see if it changes. So if you go to our Discord, and if you go to contracts monitoring channel, you can actually see all the changes being monitored live. So if anything changes in your, in your rollup of choice, you can monitor on our Discord channel whether there are some changes to those rollups security. All of those things that I'm just mentioning and much more, I described in the post on our Medium, where you can see what exactly did we do since the last round that we're included in. You can see that we actually extended our team quite a lot. And apart from the website, apart from the data, we are also very involved in the community. We organized several conferences like L2 Amsterdam, L2 Warsaw, L2 Days in Istanbul. We are organizing governance meetups. We are organizing governance workshops. And more, most importantly, we are organizing office hours. So every week on Tuesday at 3 p.m. UTC, we are available so you can discuss with us all the things optimism related. So if you have any questions, I invite you to those meetups where I'm available for any questions that you might have. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Krzysztof. Thank you very much. And you're welcome, of course. Love to see all the work you're doing with L2Beat. I've learned a lot from your website, and I've also been joining the office hours along with Rosemarie as well for the past couple of weeks. And it's been great speaking with you and Cinca. So really appreciate all your work and joining us here and sharing your presentation and your pitch for L2Beat.
Yeah, I'm trying to stop sharing the screen. Okay, I see it now.
Okay, cool.
Thank you very much.
Sounds good. You're welcome, of course. Thank you. I see lots of claps and hearts going around too. So thanks, Saul. I think that concludes it. I put out a question before if anybody had any other applicants were on schedule to participate, but I think there's one person who didn't join us. So we can start to wrap it up pretty soon. What I'll do now is I'll go ahead and I'll share my screen and I'll show the current results of the voting. We'll probably go a few minutes over the top of the hour. So if anybody has to go, that's totally fine. If you want to say any last words and say thanks or goodbye or any last words, then feel free to jump at any point. But what I'll do here is I'll share my screen. I'll share a little recap of where the voting is at right now, as well as where you can find these videos, as well as a bit about Optimystics, who are the team that are hosting these events. And we also started Optimism Fractal, and we have a RetroPGF grant as well. And then after I'm done with that presentation, then we'll look at the final results in the Slido polls and see who wins the competition for the most impactful, heartwarming, fun and exciting pitches. And once again, it's all in good fun, but encourage people to vote and share what you think about the pitches and help all the public goods creators learn how to improve their pitches or just get a better feeling for how to pitch and share their work to reach a wider audience, as well as helping the badge holders as well understand. I see a couple people, Mike from LXDAO saying thanks for hosting. Marcus, thank you. Winter saying I have a hard stop, but thanks for hosting. Thanks so much, everybody. Really appreciate it. It was really awesome hearing the pitches from everybody. I'll go ahead and just share the screen because I can also pull up everybody's pictures over here on the screen as well. So we can give once again, last thank you to everybody here while you're here. So thanks once again to teams from BasePaint, Copen, EIP Fun, InBest Program, LXDAO, MyFirstLayerTwo, and Layer2Beat, or rather L2Beat, I should say. It was really awesome hearing from you. You can retweet this. We're going to be putting out the video pretty soon. So I encourage you to spread the word about it to help promote both the RetroPitches event and all the great creators here, as well as your work as well. There'll be timestamps in the video too, so you can easily find and share it. This will also be posted on optimistics.io/retropitches as well, where there's a little intro. We're going to be bringing this together next season. At least that's the plan. And we're going to be bringing with a lot of refinements and improvements, some on-chain interactions like we have with our other games. And once again, you'll be able to see your pitch as well as a timestamp in these videos that we're publishing on both the Optimistics YouTube channel and also the Eden Creators YouTube channel as well. And it'll be published here. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and show you what is going on with the polls. So once again, I think everybody knows how to do this, but if you haven't yet, put your results in, then please do so and let us know who you think shared the most impactful pitch, who you shared the most heartwarming pitch, and what pitch was most exciting, and also what pitch was most fun. Once again, you can drag them up and pick number 1, number 2. You can pick all, rank them all, however many you want, and then also let us know how you're feeling, and also let us know what you think of the pitch game too. We're very happy to hear your feedback and glad that it seems like everybody's had an awesome time. You're very welcome, Chloe, and you're very welcome, Nam. We're very happy to be organizing and hosting this, and thanks so much to all the presenters for pitching and sharing their work. Right now, there's been 9 voters so far, so we'll come back for the final result in a minute or two, but right now I'll go over here and we'll see who voted. So far, we've gotten votes from Alberto, Gudasol, Rosemarie, Bob, Winter, Bebes, CX, Logic, and Chloe. And LXDAO is still in the lead for most impactful with EIP Fun and MyFirstLayerTwo and BasePaint. And well, you can see the results on the screen right now. It's probably better than reading them out loud, but we can see whose pitch is the most heartwarming. Still LXDAO. I think there might be lots of LXDAO fans, but it was a very fun and great pitch too, so I appreciate it. But if anybody wants to submit their votes before the end, then feel free. And like I said before, everybody's feeling good, and we got some more comments here, so we're particularly impressed with the hosting. Thank you very much. And the LXDAO Public Goods event, awesome. Glad everybody liked it. Super fun, interactive. Thanks everyone for being here. Great pleasure. I second all this too. I'll go ahead. You're very welcome, Alberto, and thank you so much for sharing your work with InBest. Yeah, so feel free to put up your votes in there and leave your comments, and I'll share a quick presentation here about Optimistics, and then we'll wrap it up in the next few minutes. So Optimistics, we're the team that hosts this event. You can learn about us at optimistics.io. We are growing optimism with fractal communities, tools, games, shows, and events. There's a team of 4. It's myself, Rosemary, who leads marketing. Vlad's on the call, CXVNK. He's a great developer who's been building web applications for years, and Tadasa, who's also an awesome developer. And we've been working together for years, and we're fairly new to the Optimism ecosystem. We've been working with Optimism for the past like 4 months or 5 months or so, but we're really excited to get more involved. And we'd also really appreciate your support with our RetroPGF grant too. So you can see an overview of the fractal innovations and our vision, and also more about optimism in general on our website, optimistics.io. And you can see the events we host. The main event that we host is Optimism Fractal. We host this every Monday at 17 UTC, and it provides a perfect place to collaborate with talented optimists, builders, creators, and earn awards for the Optimism Collective. We have on-chain tools where players can play what we call a respect game and earn an on-chain soulbound token called Respect, which we say can empower you with mystical benefits. It can be used for RetroPGF future rounds, as well as to help make community decisions, all sorts of really helpful things. And we also host these RetroPitch sessions as well. So this is the last one, but we have that on the website, optimistics.io/RetroPitches, and we're planning to bring this again next season with more coming up. And we've also been hosting a community. We started a community called Eden Fractal that we've been pioneering these consensus games like the Respect game for the past 1.5 years. So you can learn about that more on the website, optimistics.io and edenfractal.com and optimismfractal.com. And we also have a blog and lots of videos. We produce videos from every event. We also have lots of blog posts too. So I encourage you to check out optimistics.io to check out our blogs, our videos, tools, and shows. And you can check out our RetroPGF application. We have 11 ballots right now, and there's 3 days left. I encourage everybody to support everybody here. There's lots of people who haven't yet reached the quorum of 17 ballots. And I know a lot of people are doing really great work, but haven't yet been rewarded. So it'd be really great for both our Optimistics team. We'd greatly appreciate it, as well as everybody, especially the smaller creators, or not smaller creators, but just people who aren't as well known in the ecosystem yet. If you could help any badge holders out there, help support our grant, as well as others as well, who are contributing to the Optimism ecosystem and also creating positive impact, or have created positive impact, I should say. So basically, we created Optimism Fractal, which I mentioned before. We host every Monday at 17 UC. Everybody's welcome to join. And we also created what we call the OP Fractal Stack, which are the tools that enable respect games. And yeah, you can check it out over here. The impact, we hosted a bunch of events and got lots of sharing, or we shared lots of events and videos and messages with a lot of great Web3 builders. You can see the amount of impressions, the videos we published, the views, the amount of time we put into here. And there's lots of indirect contributions to Optimism as well too. So we encourage you to read here for more about our impact, about how we educated many great builders and shared lots of great builders to spread the optimistic vision, and also open source these tools. I'll wrap it up my presentation shortly, but I do just want to share with you a little bit more about Optimism Fractal. You can learn about optimismfractal.com. Encourage you to scroll down and learn more about what is Optimism Fractal. It's a great place where you can meet optimists, and you can RSVP for our events every Monday, and you can learn more about the Respect game and the idea, or the token of respect. I think it's profoundly helpful for all communities and optimism, and we'd love to see you there every Monday at 17 UTC. It's a great place that provides a lot of the benefits of these RetroPitch sessions. It's a great place to meet people. It's a great place to promote your work. We publish videos every week, and you can also use our tools too. They're open source, so any community can now use these. You can sign up at lou.ma/optimismfractal to join our weekly events for Optimism Fractal. And you can also check out our media page to see the full videos of Optimism Fractal meetings. We just released last week's video with public goods games. We can check out how we're figuring out the best ways to measure the output of builders in the Optimism Collective with RetroPitches and with the Respect game. And you can see all the videos that we've done so far there. We've published 6 so far. Before the application started, we published this first episode, Welcome to Optimism Fractal, where you can learn an introduction to our team members, as well as learn more about the Respect game and the tools that we're pioneering. And we also have an article here introducing the Respect game, where you can find videos and short descriptions about the main game that we've been building in Optimism for a while. And we also recently published an article about how this Respect game can be super helpful for Optimism Fractal, for RetroPGF as well in future rounds. We've been working on these tools for several years now with a community of hundreds of great builders, and we've brought them over to Optimism Collective. So we're really excited to share them with you, and they're really refined. They're really awesome, super empowering for communities. Check out our blog to learn more. We also have introductory articles about optimism, and there's a whole lot of helpful information here. You can find great articles all around where you can learn more about optimism and public goods games and so forth. You can learn more details about the Respect game, and you can watch videos with our team members explaining how these games work that we're sharing here. And yeah, all these articles are pretty detailed. We put a lot of work into. I want to thank our team members, Rosemary, Vlad, and the DOS for doing so much awesome work, as well as all the other people who have been working in these communities we've been pioneering too. It comes from Fractally, which you can learn a lot more at these websites here. I won't go on too much. Eden Fractal as well. You can watch all the videos and join our weekly events on the Eden Creators YouTube channel and the Optimistics YouTube channel. We've been working for up to 3 years, and mostly we've been volunteering too. So we'd really appreciate support in Optimism in this round, and we're really thrilled to be able to help promote all the great public goods creators in Optimism as well. You can check out our tools here and learn about our open source tools that we've been building, and lots more that you can check out. But I'll keep it short there. We'd really appreciate your support for the Optimistics. You can learn more at optimistics.io, and encourage you to check out everybody's pitches that we heard in the RetroPGF pitch games today. Once again, thank you to BasePaint, Copen, EIP Fun, InBest, LXDAO, MyFirstLayerTwo, and L2B. Big round of applause to everybody. And I'm really excited to be in this Optimism Collective with you all, creating all these public goods. So that's that basically, I suppose. Once again, you can see the videos that we published on the YouTube channels and optimistics.io/retropitches, and you can learn more about RetroPitches in that article. And I suppose with that, I'll bring it back now to the results. I see comments too. Thanks to Abraham for sharing, and thanks Krzysztof, and you're very welcome, and see you soon. Thanks all. I appreciate the claps and everything like that. I think we have the results in, so I will refresh. There's been 10 votes in. I suppose I didn't get the chance to vote, but I'll just go ahead and not vote here just to keep it simple and show what the results are in this chat over here. So we got votes from everybody, and we got LXDAO, EIP Fun, MyFirstLayerTwo, BasePaint, L2Beat, InBest Program, and Copen.io for the most impactful, most heartwarming. LXDAO, BasePaint, EIP Fun, MyFirstLayerTwo, InBest Program, L2Beat, and Copen. Actually, Copen and then L2Beat. And we have the most exciting here. You could see. Also, by the way, one thing we're going to do in the future is have some on-chain integrations as well, so that we'll have a more fair result. I mean, it's not unfair because I think LX2 is doing great work, but also we have some improvements to work on the game because they did win all categories, and I love their pitches. But also, I really appreciate everybody's pitches too. So, anyway, that's it for the game. Basically, how are we feeling? We're all feeling good. We got lots of hearts in the eyes. So, really appreciate everybody being here, and glad you enjoyed it. And once again, you can see the comments here. I've read them out before, but really appreciate everybody joining us for the RetroPitches event. I will stop my screen share here, and thank you once again. I see Gudasol saying gotta go. Great to be with you all. Thanks. If anybody has any last comments you want to share, then feel free to share it before we wrap it up. But otherwise, we can wrap it up and maybe say go Optimism together in unison. I see Alberto's on camera, Rosemary. If you all have any last thoughts, then feel free to share, and I'll give it a moment of space. Hey, Abraham.
Well, just wanted to congratulate you. I just want to congratulate you and all the team, because I see it's not only you. You guys are a team, and you're doing an awesome work. So yeah, thank you for this space, and I think that's it. And well, just wanted to remind people, since I was first, don't forget about me, InBest Program. I'll drop the link again. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alberto. Yeah, you can find, once again, if you want to share the link in our Discord too, you can find it at optimistics.io and optimismfractal.com. We have 2 different Discords. We'd be happy to share it there. Really appreciate it. I suppose we'll wrap it up now. If Abraham or anybody wants to share a quick comment to wrap it up, or Rosemary, thanks so much, Rosemary, for helping to co-host this as well. Really appreciate it. Wouldn't be possible without you, as well as Vlad too, and everybody else on the team. I'll leave 3 seconds.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, sounds good. How about we wrap it up with a Go Optimism? I'll count down 3, 2, 1, and we'll say Go Optimism. Sounds good?
Good.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Go
Optimism!
Optimism.
Woohoo! All right. Thanks, everybody. See you later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
See you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.